morning. It's such a beautiful morning. This is the day that God has made. I want to thank each of you individually and personally. I haven't gotten to all of you personally, but I want to thank you for coming on this day to honor our vets, our veterans. So many times and so often we do not honor our vets. We don't respect our vets. We don't even acknowledge our veterans. But today is a day that's set aside to do just that. And not only are we going to do it today, let's try to make it a habit of doing it every day, showing our veterans that we appreciate what all they have done for us, and let's not take them for granted. I welcome you to the program where we are going to honor, we're going to remember, we're going to respect, and most of all, we're going to celebrate our veterans. Thank you all for your participation. Everything that you've done, if you just came to watch, that's fine. We're glad you're here, and enjoy the program. Thank you.
In one of our previous programs, we were honored by this next group, and it's always a treat to have them come, because sometimes they say if you can't find a man to do a good job, just call on a woman. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from Russell County, the Russell County All-Girls Drill Team.
March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
7.62. So in other words, they're beautiful and deadly. Huh? That's all right. Give him another hand. That was awesome. That was wonderful. Okay, we're going to take a quick break here, and now we're going to hear from Naomi Jackson and Josephine Ford. Let's give them a hand as they come.
I pray you be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe. I pray you'll be our light. I pray you'll be our light. Hold it in our heart. And hold it in our hearts. Stars go out each night. Stars go out each night. Remind us where you are. Remind us where you are. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. When shadows fill our days. When shadows fill our days. Lead us place where we'll be safe. A world where pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are all God's children, reaching out to touch you, reaching to the sky. Just from above. We hope each soul will find. We hope each soul will find another soul to love. Another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child. Just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us strength so we'll be safe. Needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us strength so we'll be
Unity with Pam Willis Hovey is being brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome to Mrs. Cindy's Southern Cooking Buffet. At Mrs. Cindy's, every dish is created using only the finest, freshest ingredients. We serve only choice meats and seafood, fresh vegetables, and breads and pastries that are baked fresh daily. Our tasty Southern menu makes Mrs. Cindy's Southern Cooking Buffet your home away from home. Open 7 days a week. And don't forget about our catering service. Mrs. Cindy's Southern Cooking Buffet, 4261 Macon Road in Columbus, where it's family friendly and feedin' plenty.
You love your parents, and it's hard to see them struggle to keep their independence. Magnolia Manor can give your parents the assistance they need to enjoy life. You won't have to worry if they are eating well or taking their medications properly. And they'll be in a safe, secure environment with no need to worry about cleaning house or doing yard work. Visit magnoliamanor.com to learn more. Magnolia Manor, just down the road. A community of convenience, caring, and fun.
Enrichment Services is giving a young child in our community a head start on kindergarten. Enrichment Services is providing a nutritious meal for senior citizens. Enrichment Services, a host of educational and assistance programs to benefit all ages.
My name is Japal. 2 years ago, I received a kidney transplant. When I was 21 years old, I started dialysis, and for 7.5 years, I was a patient receiving treatments 3 times a week for 4 hours each session. And man, it was hard. After receiving my kidney transplant, I was able to find and marry the love of my life. My kidney transplant gave me my life back.
You have the power to donate life. Be an organ, eye, and tissue donor. To find out how, go today to donatelifegeorgia.org.
Medeiros Country Cooking Buffet on Airport Thruway, dedicated to serving home-cooked meals handed down from family recipes and prepared daily with fresh ingredients. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffets with Southern favorites like fresh collard greens, pig's feet, fried chicken, and made-from-scratch desserts. Join us Friday night for our all-you-can-eat mega seafood night, featuring blue crab, snow crab legs, and a variety of fish and shrimp. Saturdays feature our smoking barbecue buffet. Medeiros Country Kitchen Buffet, 2777 Airport Thruway in Columbus.
At this time, what I'd like is for Mrs. Susan Chaney to come to your front. She is a representative for Vista Care Hospice, and she would like to bring greetings at this time. Ms. Chaney, good morning.
Thank you. I'm with VistaCare Hospice, and I am the volunteer coordinator. And I'm here this morning to tell you about a program that we are participating in called We Honor Veterans. It is a program where we make sure that any patient that we have on our service who is a veteran can be honored for their service, to be thanked for their service. We give them a chance to unload memories if they need to with a fellow veteran who might understand where they've been, what they've done, and give them a chance to just unload all of that in their last days. I also want to clarify any misgivings about hospice service. Oftentimes, and right now, the average length of time a patient is on hospice care is generally 3 weeks, and that's a real a sad thing, because hospice is a service that is given to people who have a terminal disease or a terminal diagnosis, but it's there to give quality of life. It's there to help with the physical needs, with the emotional needs, with the spiritual needs as well. It's a very holistic plan of care. And we're also there for the family members, but the main focus is to give quality of life, and it gives us no better feeling than to be able to know that we have helped our veterans, because if it were not for our veterans, we just would not have the chance to do what we all do and practice our lives as free Americans. So I thank you all for being here and invite you to come by our table and find out a little bit more about being a volunteer for a hospice organization, so that you might have the chance to touch a life of a veteran. Thank you.
Well, today we're going to learn what the significance of that 13 folds is. And to do that, I'd like to present the Naval ROTC for Central High School.
Left. Detail. Halt.
Good morning. Have you ever wondered why the flag of the United States of America is folded 13 times? When it is lowered, or when it is folded and handed to the widow at the burial of a veteran? Here is the meaning of each of those folds and what it means to you. The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veterans departed in our ranks who gave a portion of their lives for the defense of our country to attain peace throughout the world. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature, for as American citizens trusting in God, it is to Him we turn in times of peace as well as in times of war for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country, for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it's still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all her enemies, whether they be found within or without the boundaries of our republic. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor Mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, their love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great has been molded. The 10th fold is a tribute to the Father, for He too has given His sons and daughters for the defense of our country since they were first born. The 11th fold in the eyes of a Hebrew citizen represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold, in the eyes of a Christian citizen, represents an emblem of eternal and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. When the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost reminding us of our nation's mottos, "In God we trust." After the flag is completely folded and tucked in, it takes on the appearance of a cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who served under General George Washington and the sailors and Marines who served under Captain John Paul Jones, who were followed by their comrades and shipmates in the armed forces of the United States, preserving for us rights, privileges, and freedoms we enjoy today. The next time you see a flag ceremony honoring someone that has served our country, either in the armed forces or in our civilian services such as the police, forest, or fire department, keep in mind all the important reasons behind each and every movement. They have paid the ultimate sacrifice for all of us by honoring our flag and our country. God bless us all.
Unity with Pam Willis Hovey is being brought to you by these sponsors.
Hello, this is Pastor Willis of the Move of God Ministry. We come to welcome you to be a part of our ministry. This is not a put on, but this is a come on. And we come to share in our different ministries with our dance team, with our choir, and our TV ministry. And we're looking for great things to happen, great miracles to happen within this place. Come and be a part of the blessing plan.
She takes us everywhere. The supermarket, soccer games, vacations. Heck, we've had the van almost as long as the kids. She's like a member of the family. And when she breaks down, there's only one place we'll take her. AMCO. They've got nearly 900 locations, the best technicians, and a nationwide warranty. They fix her right the first time for a lot less than my dealer. People who know, call 1-800-GO-AMCO. AA-MCO.
Convalescent Care has been providing oxygen and quality equipment for over 20 years. Our reliable, experienced professionals are available to answer questions and concerns 24 hours a day. We offer a full range of respiratory care equipment and home medical equipment from electric wheelchairs to scooters. And we are happy to file Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross, TRICARE, and many other insurances for you. So if your doctor or hospital has ordered equipment for you to use at home, ask for us by name or stop by. Convalescent Care. Convalescent Care. Caring, qualified, available.
Come on in to Sugar's for a sweet taste of Southern cooking. You will be taken back to Sunday dinner at Grandma's house with every bite. Daily specials serving fried chicken, collards, black-eyed peas, also melt-in-your-mouth cornbread. You will want to ask for seconds. Also try one of our homemade desserts. You will be in sweet, sweet heaven. Sugar's offers catering for all your corporate, church, and family gatherings. They will do all the work and save you all the trouble. Sugar's, a taste of Southern cooking.
All right, it's time for us to hear from our keynote speaker, a man who I feel needs no introduction, but is a great man nonetheless. He is a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, a father, a husband, a grandfather, and he is the state senator from Georgia for the great District 15, where most of y'all live. Would you join me in welcoming Senator Ed Harbison?
It is a great day in America, isn't it? It's a great day because some veterans made it that way for America. I'm just honored to be here. Thank you to the people who work tirelessly, who work every day to say, we love you veterans. We think about you veterans, starting with Lonnie Jackson. It was a dream of his years ago. Before he passed, he was a great veteran himself. One of the great stories that inspire me about Lonnie is his exploits and his what was happening to him in Korea on some cold nights there, and the stories he would regale me with and telling me about how he survived at the frozen Chosin and other places in Korea, and that the soldiers would freeze to death if they slept, and he would run all night in place in order to maintain life. That kind of thing really, really stays with you. And there are other soldiers here. They fight in far places to make us safe right here in these close places we live in America that's close to us in our heart. America have some great warriors. America have some dedicated warriors. America is a wonderful country because somebody today is paying a price. Some family right now is losing a son or a daughter in some far place in Iraq, some place in Afghanistan. And we know about the places in Vietnam and Korea and World War II and on, because we have a valiant force that's willing to go and stand for America when the rest of us see fit to sleep safely at home by their grace that we do that. Not long ago, Veterans Day was a day for smiling and rejoicing. It was a time to thank those who fought for our country and our ideals, and a time to thank God that our nation was at peace for 10 years now. However, we have not been able to bless the place. Our country remains at war. Although we still thank those who fight for our country, we also remember those who are overseas in those hostile places right now, those who are right now in harm's way. Eventually, our soldiers will come home, admittedly some before others. When the battles have ended for any of these men and women, when they do find their way back home, we discover sometimes we cannot place them in one category. Many like me, I served in Vietnam. 3 times I was in that country, landed there March 865 when we invaded Vietnam, and went there again and again, like a lot of our soldiers do today. They go back 3 and 4 and 5 times, even 6 times, and sometimes they don't make it back. But I was wounded in combat in Vietnam. Fortunately, I came mostly with my body intact by the grace of God. But I never forgot that it was men like the men who served with me in Vietnam, like Farrell Maxwell and Willie Giles and people like that, and Ortega, and the people who died that we left there. I remember that when a veteran would get short time in Vietnam, sometimes the thing that would happen is that we would pull back a little and let that veteran stay in the rear with the gear, as we used to call it, sometimes maybe 10 days, maybe 30 days at the most, but we would not let him feel that jinx of that within the last 30 days I could catch a bullet. Within the last 30 days I'm short-timing, and I don't want to jinx myself by getting shrapnel or get shot or some other wound like that. But Ortega had 30 days to go. We had 30 days to go in country. But that day, when Ortega was in country, that last 30 days, I heard one shot. When his platoon pulled patrol that day, I heard one single shot from a rifle somewhere, AK-47 or whatever the sniper bullet was, and the word went through the company, somebody had gotten killed. And alas and alack, it was Ortega. Today, some 40 years later, his nephews called me and asked me, "Did you know my uncle?" They tell me he was a great man. Can you tell me something about him? And I tell them that Ortega, although he's forever 19, I tell him that he had great dreams, great aspirations, but most of all, I tell him that he had a great need to serve his country, and he was proud to serve his country. He was glad to be in a far place fighting for what he believes in, for what his country believes in, because he loved America. It had nothing to do with he was Hispanic or his family had that heritage, or the black Marines or the white Marines or the women Marines or the males and females. It had nothing to do with that. It had something to do with an ideal that America was founded on, that will not die, that persists and persevere until this day. That America is a great country, a great melting pot that will make us all feel the same, and that we all share equal opportunity. When our soldiers lay down and die, we should stand up for them, make sure that families are taken care of, make sure the benefits are timely. All the calls I get all the time is about my VA benefits are not here. It's been 2 years. It's been 3 years. I can't get my husband benefits. I cannot stay in my house, although my husband had it. When he died, they're trying to take it away. And we, as a legislature, said, no, you won't do that. And so we passed bills to do that. In Congress, Congressman Bishop passed bills to make sure that we protect our veterans. You have to do that. We protect our veterans. The license plates that you see on your cars right now that says combat wounded, you get your license free. If you got a Purple Heart, you can get your driver's license free of charge. You can get your tickets, your ad valorem when you get the amount of money you pay for your car. That is waived. You pay zero if you got a Purple Heart. Utilize it. If you got a veteran, like someone said earlier, find out where that DD-214 is. Sometimes they won great awards. If you want a Bronze Star, if you have a Silver Star, if you have the Medal of Honor, obviously you know you have certain great benefits. Avail yourself and or your family or the veteran you know of those opportunities and benefits because they paid a huge price in order to deserve them, and they ultimately deserve them. Let's love a vet, let's hug a vet, but most of all, let's thank God for a vet. God bless you. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
All right, at this time, what we're going to have is some closing remarks by my other sister, Pam Hovey, who represents Unity with Pam, who has gone in with us on these occasions for the last couple of years. Would you welcome Pam Hovey?
Thank you so much. Appreciate for being out here. Everybody who came for the Veterans Program, I just thank you so much. It's such a beautiful day to remember our falling along amongst with our living. And I just appreciate CCSC, Lanya Jackson-Sarden, for letting me be a part of this wonderful program. Ms. Carolyn Zada, who keeps me on my toes. That is a hard-working woman, and I appreciate her so much. I thank you, my camera person, Mr. Alex Thompson, and Travis, for coming out here in the cold and setting everything up. My photographer, definitely Greg Grice, and definitely his fiancée, Miss Eleanor Camacho, and my partner, David Veers, because without the people who support us, we couldn't do what we do. And I just thank you so much, appreciate you, and thank you for everything that is being done today.